There's a reason your deepest desires feel so real they already exist, not in some distant future, not in some far-off realm, but right here, right now. The only thing separating you from them is your frequency. The truth is, you are not chasing what you want. You are simply tuning into what already belongs to you. The moment you begin to vibrate in harmony with your desire, life rearranges itself to match your inner state. You were never meant to beg, plead, or strive endlessly for what is already yours by divine right. You were meant to align. Everything you wish to experience, abundance, love, peace, success, is already created. The universe doesn't respond to your wants. It responds to your state of being. That's why some people seem to receive with ease while others struggle despite all their effort. It's not about how hard you try, it's about how aligned you are. When you wake up in the morning and feel gratitude as if your desire has already been fulfilled, you change your vibration. You shift from lack to abundance, from waiting to receiving. You no longer stand outside of the life you want, you step inside it fully. That is the secret. Not to try harder, but to live as if it is already done. Your thoughts are the blueprint. Your emotions are the energy. Your vibration is the magnet. When they are in harmony, there is no delay. Everything you long for becomes inevitable. You do not need to see the evidence right away. Just trust that the unseen is more real than the visible. Every time you feel the end, you bring the end closer. Every time you assume it is done, it begins to be. Stop looking around to determine what's real. Start looking within. That's where your power lies. The outside world is simply an echo of your dominant inner state. Change the signal you send, and the world must respond. Vibrate correctly and the money flows. Vibrate correctly and love finds you. Vibrate correctly and your dreams knock at your door, not the other way around. So don't ask, when will it come? Instead ask, what am I vibrating right now? If your inner world is saying it's already done, then the outer world must follow suit. This is not just belief, it's law. Walk in the feeling of fulfillment. Become the person who already has it. When you do that, you are no longer trying to create your future. You are remembering it. You are stepping into a version of yourself where everything you once desired is already yours. That's not just confidence. That's power. And it's available to you in this very moment. So vibrate correctly, quietly, confidently, and let the world catch up to who you already are. What you want is not far from you. It's already present in the field of possibility. You don't need to find it, chase it, or ask for it repeatedly. You simply need to shift your internal frequency to match it. Just as a radio doesn't create the music but tunes into it, your mind and heart tune into the reality you wish to live. Everything you want already exists in a version of your life that is waiting for you to step into. The more clearly you align with the energy of already having it, the faster it appears in your visible world. It's not about hope or chance, it's about alignment. If you vibrate from lack, you receive more lack. If you vibrate from fulfillment, fulfillment finds you. This is not a trick, it's how the laws of reality work. You are the tuner, and your feelings are the frequency. The outcome is already there, patiently waiting for you to match its signal. The moment you do, the shift begins. And from that moment on, your reality begins to transform. The universe doesn't reward the person who works the hardest, it responds to the person who believes the most. The energy behind your actions matters more than the actions themselves. Many people work endlessly but still feel empty inside because they're moving from desperation, not alignment. When you believe it is already done, your energy carries certainty. That certainty becomes magnetic. You attract circumstances, people, and events that mirror your inner conviction. It's not magic, it's resonance. Just like a tuning fork sets off another of the same pitch, your inner state activates what you're tuned to. When your being radiates abundance, life gives you more of it. You don't need to strive or beg. The moment your energy speaks louder than your words, things begin to move. And what once felt far away becomes your new normal. When you vibrate in sync with your desires, there is no delay, only divine timing aligning all the pieces. You don't have to force anything. Everything comes to you, drawn by the signal you consistently emit. The universe is a mirror that reflects your most frequent feeling back to you. If you live in the emotion of already having it, you collapse the time it takes to see it. This is not fantasy, it's a formula. The energy you hold is a request, and the world answers it in form. You are the artist of your life, and vibration is your brush. Each day you choose what to paint based on how you feel, and the more emotionally invested you are in the end result, the faster it shows up. What you feel with intensity, you bring into reality. So live in the end. Be the version of you who already has it. And soon you'll be living what you once imagined. Gratitude is the gateway to miracles. When you feel thankful before the manifestation, you confirm to the universe that it is already yours. This emotion is one of the highest vibrations, and it clears the path for rapid alignment. You're not waiting for something to happen, you're celebrating its existence now. That's what turns invisible dreams into visible reality. When your heart swells with appreciation for what's coming, you're no longer in lack. You're in abundance. Gratitude affirms that you trust the process. It says you believe without needing proof. This belief is what moves mountains. Your thankfulness becomes the proof of your faith, and your faith becomes the magnet for what's next. The more you express gratitude for what's unseen, the faster it becomes seen. This is how you draw the future into your present. By saying thank you before the gift arrives, you claim it without doubt. You never need to chase what belongs to you by nature. You simply become the version of yourself who lives in alignment with it. When you embody that identity, you're no longer in search, you're in reception. It's not about proving your worthiness, it's about remembering it. Everything you desire is attracted to the frequency of your authenticity. The more you step into that truth, the more naturally things come. You don't have to beg for love, wealth, or recognition. You carry the code for all of it already. It's in your vibration. You unlock it by acting, thinking, and feeling like it's already yours. You no longer try to convince anyone, including yourself. You move from conviction, not desperation. You no longer try to become, you simply are. And in that being, the world responds. Not because you forced it, but because you remembered who you really are. Manifestation is not just about setting goals, it's about aligning your whole self with the life you want. Your thoughts must speak the vision, your emotions must feel it, and your actions must reflect it. When all three parts of you are synchronized, you create a powerful magnetic field. This coherence is what turns dreams into reality. It's not enough to think positively while feeling anxious and acting in fear. That creates inner conflict and delays your manifestation. You must become one single frequency. When your mind, heart, and actions sing the same song, the universe harmonizes with you. You attract what you are, not what you pretend to be. So make your entire being a living expression of your desire. Let your inner world be louder than your outer circumstances. The more consistent your alignment, the more consistent your results. Life always echoes back what you broadcast. Your external reality is not random, it's a mirror. If you're surrounded by struggle, check the vibration you've been sending. If your world feels abundant, it's because you've been vibrating abundance. This feedback loop is always in motion. When you change the signal, you change the scenery. The shift doesn't happen outside, it begins within. The world doesn't change first, you do. As your internal atmosphere transforms, your environment adjusts to match it. You don't need to control everything out there. You need to master your energy in here. The universe is listening, watching, and responding not to your words, but to your vibration. So speak silently through your feelings. Let your frequency tell the story, and the world will read it loud and clear. If you can assume your desire is already fulfilled, you invite it into form faster than any physical action could. Assumption is not fantasy, it's creative power. When you believe it's already done, your actions flow effortlessly in that direction. You stop doubting, hesitating, or questioning. You simply move from a place of knowing. That energy shifts everything around you. Life begins to mirror your belief. Doors open, opportunities arise, and people respond to the version of who already has what you seek. You no longer wait for confirmation, you are the confirmation. Assumption is not about pretending, it's about becoming. You become the person who naturally lives the result, and in that becoming you make it real. Feeling the outcome is already complete is the shortcut to manifestation. Emotion is the glue that binds thought to reality. Without feeling, thoughts are powerless. But when you add emotion, the universe takes notice. The more vividly you feel the end result, the more real it becomes. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between imagined and actual experience. So when you feel success, joy, love, or abundance as though it's happening now, your body reacts accordingly. You begin to think differently, speak differently, and act differently. This inner shift attracts new outcomes. So live the emotional experience now. Don't wait for the world to change. Let your inner world shift first, and the outside will follow. You waste energy asking when it will happen, how it will come, or who will help you. The real question is, what are you vibrating right now? Your current state is the only answer you need. The future is not a mystery, it's a mirror of your present emotional tone. If you're aligned with the feeling of completion, everything you desire starts rushing toward you. But if you're vibrating worry or lack, the delay continues. The universe is always responding, instantly and precisely. There is no waiting room, only vibrational alignment. The more you embody the result, the faster it shows up. So shift your focus. Don't chase time, command your energy, and watch as time bends in your favor. When your vibration is in tune with what you desire, there is no resistance between you and the outcome. That energy becomes your invitation to receive. It speaks louder than words, more clearly than action. The universe doesn't respond to neediness or urgency, it responds to calm certainty. The more you trust that what's yours is on its way, the faster it comes. This doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing from a place of belief, not lack. When your vibration says, it's mine, the universe doesn't question, it delivers. You don't chase the outcome anymore, you embody the result. That embodiment becomes your signature energy. Everything around you begins to move with that current. Circumstances shift, people align, paths clear, all because your vibration took the lead. Let your energy speak first, and the world will follow. You don't need to hold everything together when you are aligned with your vision. Control is often the child of fear, but alignment is born from faith. When you truly believe, you loosen your grip and relax into the unfolding. You stop trying to force outcomes and start allowing them. That surrender is not weakness, it's wisdom. It tells the universe, I trust the process, and trust is magnetic. It draws in results faster than any frantic effort ever could. When your energy is calm, clear, and confident, the need to manipulate disappears. You become the still center in the middle of movement. From that place, life meets you with grace. It brings you opportunities you didn't chase, solutions you didn't plan, and manifestations you didn't have to fight for. Let go to line up. Your certainty carries more creative force than 10,000 dows ever could. When you know something is yours, the world rearranges to honor that knowing. There's a power in silent belief that reshapes reality. This isn't about arrogance, it's about alignment. True certainty doesn't make noise, it radiates. It changes how you walk, speak, and respond to life. It makes you a magnet for every version of your dream. You stop second guessing. You stop asking for permission. You simply move as though it's done. And because you do, it is. That inner confidence becomes your most potent signal. The world cannot ignore it. It adjusts to reflect it, and you become a walking confirmation of what once seemed impossible. Hold your certainty close. It's the blueprint of your future. You don't have to wait for time to grant you permission. The future is not waiting for you, it's responding to you. Every moment you are broadcasting your readiness or your resistance. When you step into the version of yourself who already has what you want, the world can't help but respond. That version of you already exists. You meet them not in the future, but through vibration. When you vibrate as if you already have the love, wealth, peace, or health you seek, you pull that reality into your now. Time doesn't create it, frequency does. You are not moving toward your desire. You are collapsing the distance with energy. When your inner state becomes the reality, the external must follow. That's not hope, it's law. So rise into who you've already become, and reality will catch up. The quietest belief often builds the loudest reality. You don't need to scream your worth or beg for recognition. You only need to vibrate with certainty. The universe is not listening to what you say, it's responding to what you feel. When your internal dialogue says it's done, your outer world begins to rearrange in silence. No announcements are needed. No validation is required. Just quiet, consistent alignment. That's how things shift. That's how manifestations show up unexpectedly yet perfectly. When you stop proving and start being, everything you need finds its way to you. It's not noise that moves mountains, it's knowing. So hold your energy steady, speak with your frequency, and allow life to answer with manifestations that match your quiet confidence.